Hello everyone, it's Restless and welcome back to Guarantee. This is gonna be like a special episode just so I can bridge the gap between the last episode and future of the series. I wanted to actually bring to you guys this new video because I haven't uploaded in a while. And the reason why I haven't uploaded in a while, I have been dealing with like living situation issues, and because I moved from New York back to Buffalo, and I had to go back and forth between New York and Buffalo many times in November. And I'm just gonna give you the entire rundown of everything. And also throughout this episode you'll see that I'm building the cemetery because I had previously recorded it, but what had happened was I recorded it on my TrueNAS system, and then for some reason my TrueNAS system shut down I have no idea why, and I couldn't access those videos because the TrueNAS system, I don't know how to explain it, but like the computer that was running off of didn't do its job, and I lost basically half of this. But everything that I have basically like me finishing it up and things like that. So it should be a pretty interesting episode because I did this right before or right after the Netherlands pack came out, and that was back in October 18th, I think. So going forward, I just wanted to bring this episode to you guys because I don't like not finishing things because it makes me feel very, very icky, and I really wanted to bring this to you guys while also giving you guys an update because this is pretty major, I would say, and for the future of the channel. So let me explain to you guys how everything has transpired for the past like 2 years for me. So I originally had got a job in New York, and that was back in like May of 2023, and I accepted the job. I didn't like the job. Well, actually I did like the job, but I didn't like the people that I was working with. So I was very short-sighted and narrow-minded back then. I should have just made my money and kept going. So I'm working there for maybe like 2 or 3 months, and I get a scooter because my end goal was to sell my car and just use a scooter, right? So I end up getting a scooter and selling my car, and like I got the scooter in August, and I sold my car in September. So I had my car still when I fell off my scooter and broke my collarbone. So I fall off of it and break it, and I try to go to work for like maybe the next day or something, and then I'm like really hurt. So I tell them like I can't finish a day, things like that. So I tell them that I can't finish a day. I go home, get a figure eight brace so I could still work because I was still able to work. And I just keep working with the broken collarbone. I get my surgery the next month. This happens on the 18th. I break my collarbone on the 18th of August 2023, I think. And I go back to work either maybe like the next week or something like that. And then I keep working until like September 19th, I think, is when I got my surgery. So I get my surgery and I'm in so much pain. If anybody knows me, I don't do any drugs. I don't do pills. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. And they gave me Percocet, oxycodone, or whatever. I did not take those because I don't like being under the influence of anything. I don't like it at all. So I tough it out through the pain, still keep going, in pain, not taking any drugs, maybe like ibuprofen, like 800 ibuprofen. I don't take no drugs. So from September to basically like the beginning of November, I'm still recovering from the surgery from the collarbone. And I go back to work my first day, everything's cool, everything is good, everything's going great. I'm not gonna lie, that period, everything was going great for me. Everything was going really, really good. And then I'm on my way home from work, trying to get to the train station, and basically what had happened was a person that turned left into me. I was going straight down the road, and it was a lot of traffic, and I was going straight across the intersection, and a person turned left into the intersection and hit me off my scooter, and I fall. It looks really, really bad in the video. I don't think I'll put the video up. It looks really, really bad for me. But how everything had transpired was like I went to ambulance. He took me to the hospital. Didn't find anything major at the time, but I'm still like adrenaline's flowing, and like it didn't hurt as much as I thought it. Like the next day, oh my god, I woke up in so much pain. Like my right leg and left leg were hurting. My entire side was hurting. Like holy, like it was bad. It was really, really bad. So I tell my boss that I got hit by a car, and obviously they probably don't even believe me or whatever, a month goes by. He gives me another chance to come back, things like that, because I just literally came back from injury. I just got the surgery, you know what I mean? Like, and me being dumb and naive and so narrow-minded, I do not go back to that job. I don't go back to that job. They technically fired me, I would say, and I really regret not going back to that job. I really regret it. So I don't have a job, and granted, the insurance pays while you're out of work, because they're supposed to do that. So I'm out of work still. The delay of payment was like for like 2 months or whatever. I didn't get paid from the insurance for like 2 months, and I'm stressing trying to pay rent. And I accepted a job at CVS, and it was, I would say, I shouldn't have went back to work so soon, but I missed the people, and I like the people that I was working with, but I shouldn't have worked there in the first place. Shouldn't have done it. But I do like the people that I was working with. They did make my day, even though I was making less money than I was before. I should have never went there. I should have never went there in the first place. I should have just thugged it out with the the insurance payments until I got a better job. I should have went back home back then. I should have went back home back then, but everything worked out, I would say, because I'm still here where I am. So I get a job at CVS. It's like March 1st or whatever, end of February, and I start working there for like maybe from March to basically like everything is going okay, everything's going fine until the beginning of last year, January. I stopped liking working there. I stopped liking it, and I had to get a procedure done on my back at the end of January of last year. It's like an injection, just because like they found out that my left leg is weaker than my right, and it was coming from my back. So as I'm going through these trials and procedures and things, like they discover that it's from my back, and then they scheduled me for an injection. Shout out to my doctor that actually discovered that, because I'm like, why my leg always hurting or whatever, my knee hurt, and it's sometimes I'd be limping, dragging my left foot. And shout out to her for finding that, because I didn't even realize it was coming from my back. So I do the injection, and they tell me wait a couple months to see what we're gonna do next. So I wait a couple months, and I stopped liking the job at CVS, and I started looking for another job. So I'm looking for another job. I don't think I've told you guys this, but I used to work at FedEx, or I used to work for a contractor that works for FedEx. So I delivered packages for them. I did that back in 2021, and I told myself I'd rather sell stuff that I'm not supposed to sell than go back to that job. So I had to tough it up and actually find another job. And lo and behold, guess who's always hiring? A contractor that's looking for drivers that works for FedEx. So I contact them, and they tell me they're looking for drivers, and I do the application, do everything that I need to do, and they hire me. It took like a month, and I've told myself, as long as I got out of CVS, I'm good. This job right here, this breaks back. And me already having a bad back, I should not have ever been near that, ever. Like my back was so messed up. I shouldn't have done it, but I had to tough through it just to get back the way everything was before, like making more money. I was making more money. I was making like a lot of money, I will say. But in my opinion, it was not worth it. It wasn't worth it at all. It was not worth it. I should have done it, but the only thing that was holding me back was, my back. So I do this job from April to basically July, right? I don't know how long that is. April to July, is that 3 months, 4 months? I do that. I tell them now I'm about to get a procedure done on my back, and I'll be out for a while. I'll be out for a longer period of time. So I get the procedure done on my back at July 14th, and it's successful. And I tell them I'm coming back, knowing damn well I'm not. And I get the procedure done. I'm out. My grandma comes to New York, to help me out, and I'm loving that. Like, I love my grandmother. She helped me out a lot, I would say, while I was there, and I'm happy that she came to visit me. And she was there for a long period of time. She was there since the beginning of July to like the end of August. So she was there for like 2 months, and I loved every minute of that. So she has to leave. She can't stay there in New York with me. So I tell her, you can leave, or she already had a schedule to leave. Told me to get her thing, her ticket to go back, and she's good. She goes back, and I'm back in the house alone, and I'm so angry and so sad that I'm not near her. So I get sad and depressed and whatever, and I'm starting thinking like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, New York isn't for me at this moment, at least. It's not for me right now. I've been struggling ever since I got here. I'm still afloat, still living, still afloat. It's just not for me. At every single turn, it's been bad. And the job market in New York is so terrible. Like, it's so hard to find a job that you actually can, do for a while. Like the only jobs that are available are like, retail and, FedEx. And, they're all hiring. The turnover rate over there was very, very high. So I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, this is if this isn't the perfect time to actually move back to Buffalo, then what is? Like, I'm getting paid from the insurance, so I don't gotta worry about having a job right now. And I told my grandma I'm coming back. So I come back. I go back and I don't have a place, but my grandma, she would let me stay with her, and my uncle let me stay with them. So I'm pretty grateful for that they let me have it. Also, I'm gonna just give you a break real quick because we're about to hit a turning point in the story. Right now, if you're watching the video, I'm just putting up the previous recording of this episode, because this episode was originally supposed to be the Netherlands episode, but it got pushed back because of my procedures and everything that we're gonna get to in the future of the story. And I did record. I'll record a live play after I finish this, so I can show you guys what it looks like after, and I'll have some cinematics in it. So don't worry, it should be a good video. So let's get back to the story. So I decided that I'm moving back to Buffalo, and I tell my grandma, she let me stay with them. And as I'm staying with them, I discover for some reason I bring my computers in, both of my computers, so I can record and do things I do need to do to make content. Which is why content slowed down for me. I'm about to get to that reason. My streaming computer, or computer that I record off of, is interfering with my uncle's TV, and I don't know why. And me not being rude and wanting to have any conflict over there, I just don't record, and I don't record, I don't stream, which is why I can't do what I need to do. And it became really, really frustrating for me, because the things that I'm doing isn't supposed to bother anybody. And I got really, really sad, because bro, I'm literally not doing anything in this, and I can't do it now because my TV, or his TV, is messing up. And I don't want to be no rude guy and just be like, yo, can I please record? Or I don't know, I just didn't want to have that conversation. That's just me. I didn't want to have that conversation with my uncle. So recording became really rare for me, and streaming became very sparse for me, because I would only be able to stream at certain times, and I wouldn't be able to stream long, and I got really sad. So from basically September, the end of September, all of October, I wasn't really able to record anything, and I didn't feel comfortable recording anything. So at the beginning of November, I had to fly back and forth between New York while also still working. But the good thing about my job, I only work 3 days. I work 3 days, all day, 7:30 to 9. So I can, on those off days, I have 4 straight off days. So I can go back and forth between New York, handle some business, come back to Buffalo. So it was really easy for me to do that. So 3 weeks straight in November, I had to be back in New York, be back and forth between New York and Buffalo. And I had to get doctor's appointments, I had to get the rest of my stuff. And also I had to get surgery on my back. So the 19th of November comes, because the other procedure didn't really tackle what it needed to do with my back. I get a more invasive procedure done on my back, and they start to shave down some bone, and or get to the nerves, and move it around just so they can stop swelling, and so it could be better. The surgery, I do the surgery, I might have worked for maybe 2 weeks. I didn't really get paid, so it was fine. Wasn't tripping about that. And then what happens? Okay, so this is the next part of the story. I'm looking for a place, and so I can record and all that stuff. I find a room. I'm back in the rooming situation, so I'm cooling in the room, or not cooling in the room, but I go visit the people who visit the rooms, and I discover these people are pretty cool. And the guy that's renting the room to me, he shows me it. It's fucking huge. It's like an apartment, bro. It's like a mini apartment, and I'm like, hey, why not? Just so I get back on my feet. So I do it. I send him the money, and he tells me just move in after Christmas. So I move in after Christmas, and as I'm getting settled in, I discover that it's I have way more freedom to actually do the things I need to do to make content. So this is where we're at in present time. I'm making content again. I'm very excited. I really, really want to lock in this year, and I really appreciate all you guys that have supported my videos since day one, because I really would not be here without you guys. We hit 1,000 at the end of the year, at the end of last year. I really want to hit 2K by the end of this year, and if we hit 2K, oh my god. And for this video, I want to try to get at least 30 likes. Can we make that happen? So if you are a fan of the video and like this video, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. I really, really want to get the 30 likes at least. So let me know if we can make that happen. So right now we're in present time. I'm really happy. I'm in a good space mentally, physically, motivationally, and yeah. So after I finish the story or whatever, it's probably be after right now, to be honest. I'm gonna show you guys a live play of what we built in this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, so I finished doing the tombstones. and stuff like that. So I'm just putting the trees into the gaps that I do have. This area is not part of the cemetery, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm just filling in the gaps with trees, so it looks a little bit better. Because if it doesn't have trees, then it's just gonna look weird. So I'm gonna just keep doing the trees, and then after that, I think I'm gonna try to fill in some space. We'll see. If not, I'll probably get it like in the off-camera segments, and then by the cinematics you'll probably see something. So I'm gonna continue to fill in the trees, and I'll come back after that. So I'm gonna try to do this. So I'm gonna use these surfaces. Let's see, this grass surface. It actually is working pretty well for what my brain is thinking. So I guess something like that. But I will have to be careful because it goes over the road, and I don't want that to happen. So leave it like that. Perfect. So that look a little bit better, and plus I can separate them like this. So I wouldn't like use it all the way up to the edge. It's better when you're using it like right over the tombstones instead of like up to the edge of the road, just because like you could taper it off a little bit better, you know what I mean? So I'll do something like this. That's a thick one. I'll probably use something like this on the outskirts, try to make it look a little bit, you know, tapered off, you know what I mean? So the trees look like they're supposed to be where they are, you know, like it makes the most sense. I think that makes the most sense. That one's thin. Let me upgrade it. That look a little bit better, because I was gonna do it this other way with using decals, but I didn't like that. I didn't like the look of it. I did not like the look of the decals, so I'd rather do it this way. And then the thick one is this one, so I'll probably make it like a smaller circle of it, like this. Use a smaller, and then use it on the outskirts, the thinner one, because it looks like it's going to taper off a little bit better if I do it that way. There we go. Better. That looks way better. Also, I want to change the theme because this one is a bit too strong for what I like. Let's try this theme. Ooh, I don't like that theme either. That theme is absolutely, oh my god, man. I usually use this one though. It looks a bit better. Doesn't look too much. Bring that out. Yeah, that look way better. Also gotta fix this. So I'm gonna try to continue doing it this way, and then I'm gonna just come back and show you what it looks like after. So yeah, let me do that real quick. I'll be back. Now I'm just gonna wrap the fences around because everything seems to be done. I adjusted this so we can have like a little plaza here as an entrance. I use a Netherlands post office as an entrance, you could say. And put a little park here. In this, the last thing I'm gonna do for the cemetery is wrap the fence. That's it. And then we can move on to placing a couple buildings around in the surrounding area, make it look a little bit better, you know, fit it in with the surrounding area. So that would look good. All right, guys. So I have stopped the recording around the part where I think I finished the cemetery, and I want to show you guys exactly where everything has done, because I don't have the actual part that I did with the Pentagon inspired area that surrounds the cemetery. Then what do I call it? It's a York National Cemetery. And it's been about, I'm recording this in January, I would say. So this live play is about like, well, this live play is current. The place that's surrounding this is like maybe like 3 or 4 months old. But I do want to show you guys up close in live how I actually built this and what it looks like, and you know, get some cinematics at the end of this video. It does look really nice. This Netherlands pack came together really well with this, and also this train station came together really well also. And I'm using these assets that came out because a lot have changed since, you know, this has came out, or I finished this. We got bridges and ports, we got 2 more packs, assets, like a lot of things have changed since that have done this Netherlands pack or build. A lot has changed, but I do want to show you guys this over here because I don't think I got to this when I was in the live play, or when I was doing a little story and or, you know, showing you guys. So this is how it came out. This is like my Pentagon area. I had to splice some buildings together. I think it came out really well. In my opinion, this bus station looks really nice too. It looks really detailed also. Like, I love the way I did this. This also like actual bus station, and also have a metro station like right under it, and it's getting pretty good usage. I just started using this other mod that actually is increasing my public transit usage, and I'm loving it because they're actually using it now. That's the only reason why I didn't like playing on the city before, because people weren't using my public transit as they were supposed to. And we also have some parking lots, I would say, around the area. They don't use them as much as I thought they would. Like, they use these a bit. They use these a bit, but they also obviously they use these, but they don't really use these outside ones, which is kind of concerning, because I mean, maybe I got to make it more walkable. I do have some bus stops over here too, but I think it looks pretty good. This area definitely came out really, really well. Also had this building over here too, because this will be an area that we were going to take note of in the future, because we're going to do an airport right here, and that should happen. I don't know, that's in the far future of this build, but we have expanded a whole lot in the city. They expanded a whole lot. I mean, I'll get to showing you guys what we did over the past couple months in the next video, because this episode is I just want to focus mainly on what I've done with the Netherlands pack, because that's what I intended for when I recorded this. Just because I want to get this out of the way. Again, I said when I was telling you guys before, I don't like leaving any stone unturned, so I wanted to get this episode out, you know, back in a great spot. And I don't know, I'm enjoying this build. Like, I've done a whole lot since since I finished this. So I mean, you guys could probably see the Skylines changed a whole lot, but I'm gonna get to that in the next episode so I can show you guys and move forward with the series. So I definitely want to, you know, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I appreciate you guys, you know, watching this series. I really, really do. Like, while I've been gone, the views of the series have been going up, so I hope we can get the 30 likes on this video. If we can get 30 likes on this video, I will try to get the next video out as quick as possible, because, you know, that helps my motivation, and seeing if you guys like the video, then I'll get the video quicker. Also, subscribe too. If you're enjoying the video, just subscribe. That also helps, also massively. So without further ado, I'm just gonna leave this here and let you guys look at the cinematics, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Guarantee. Peace.